cemetery where I'm buried the sea. The stranger thing never changed my mind. Take it on the other side. Take it on the other side. Take it on. Take it on. How long will I slide? Suffering my side. Well, I don't.
What are you doing? What are you doing, brother? Kind of, I got bored. Come on up, you want to. Right there's the link. Playing my own music. Okay. Got two people in the house. What's up, peoples? That fucking, I haven't watched TV in a while. That debate fucking sucked. We both were idiots. You don't want to come up to Scarborough? You're the only one here. Here, let's do this then. Let's see if I got this. Are you going to talk, or are you going to sit here and listen to me? Yeah. I'll just go back and show you some of my old ass shit. Let's see here, videos. Get out there. See if this works. There you go. Goes per page 30, 50. Okay. You can tell I don't know what I'm doing. Fucker. There we go. Yep. What the fuck?
Get off there. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, look at sucking ass. Okay, guess we're just gonna sit there. Oh, bitch. I'm not a computer lingo person. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see here. There we go. Oh yeah, fuck it. There he is.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Whoop.
Whoop!
Did
Right on.
you post anything today?
Whoop!
Did you post anything today? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Why are my headphones? I guess I don't need my headphones.
You puffing? Yeah. Some honey oil.
Smoking?
Yeah. Smoking oil.
Smoking oil.
And some pink candy. Some pink
How much
candy.
did that set you back?
Oh, $40.
For an eighth or a quarter?
For for the for the weed or the oil?
Oh, I don't know. They
40
both probably.
bucks a quarter.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
Uh, 60, 60 bucks. 60 bucks for a quarter.
Oh yeah,
60.
that's not bad. Hey, if I disappear, I'll be right back. I've got to put my
Yeah,
headphones on. I
I
can't
just got
stand this.
to show myself.
Can't stand this echo. I'll figure out how to. I have my
Nope.
head.
See? Can you see that? The weed. Can you see that? Pink candy. Pink candy.
Okay, we're back. All right. Now can you hear me?
Is there any way you can darken my screen a bit? No.
I don't know. It keeps kicking me off my freaking.
Look,
I got fucking headphones, but it ain't fucking working.
dude.
That looks good.
Yeah. Hey.
Right on. Pretty tasty.
Yeah. Of course. Really good.
That's what Krell Boyne Kip. He's from Missouri. He lives right down the road in Joplin.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I know him. Yes.
This is what he posted today.
You're right on.
Do you ever watch China and Mrs. Jones?
Yes, I have. I did. I did
Yeah.
a good video from their. Yes, I have.
She was on there today, and she was watching the sunset and crying.
Really?
Yeah, she was sitting there saying, "There's Nibiru," and I don't know. You know what I mean? I've followed her a long time ago. She's changed a lot since I first started watching her. She was like
Yes.
paganism. And now I think she's kind of got religious on or something.
I did a video once. She had some really good evidence. It was.
Yeah. Today was pretty wild. Do you know the Markster? You know him? Markster. He used to be called Mark Skywatcher.
Yeah, I heard of him.
He's like 72-year-old man.
Is he really?
Yeah, and personally, I think he's a dick. I used to go on his channel and stuff, and I don't know. He never says a word to me, and I never did nothing to him. But you know how it is. I don't know him, but I know that what's her name that lives here, Julie Marvin. You know her? She lived there, and she went up there and stayed for a week with Markster in China.
Really?
Yeah, Mark drove her and took her to the airport and stuff. I guess. What have you been doing?
Right on. Right on. Did you? Did you see? You know, I got a picture. I'm going to show you after.
Okay. Did you watch the fucking masturbate? The debate sucked. They were talking over each other. They're both ass fucks. I don't like either one of them now. Hey, what's up, proud beauty?
What do you think of the flat Earth society?
That's a shill.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the same as the flat Earth people. I think it's
Quiet for a second.
I don't know. The flat Earth Society puts out a bunch of stupid
Yeah,
shit. I guess
I know there's not enough proof for me.
I don't. I never went to it just because I heard it. You know, they were misrepresenting flat Earth.
Right, right.
Let's see if I can. You know how hard it is. They make it to find somebody's channel, even if you're subscribed to them.
That's right.
YouTube Nazis. You're like, I'm gonna put
Right.
her in here and see what happens. See if it comes up. Him. I think it's her. Look at that. There's BB Cave Dweller. But see, it should come up. I'm subscribed. You know what I mean? Let's see that. Look at all the people that are live right now. Go Donnie's live. Beacon's live. Stony Baker. Conspiracy Castle. Bamboo. Madame Mystic. Bamboo did a live version of the debate.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, you ever watch Go Donnie?
No.
Here, I used to follow him all the time, but he's stuck on some Boyd crap, you know. He's not. He used to be funny. Now he's just like I don't know. I don't even watch this stuff. Look, he plagiarizes all he does. Anyway, I
Right.
like originality. I mean,
Hold on a sec.
if I want to watch Family Guy, I'd turn on Family Guy. I mean, Boyd's like on YouTube something bit like it.
Right, right.
And then I guarantee you, Beacon's gonna be talking about being super lit and about oh look at this, no internet. See that's kind of shit. Well, the Wi-Fi here sucks ass. It should come back though. Beacon was supposed to go live with me, but I watched the debate. So see, like He's going to be talking about his car and being super lit. Watch this. He's talking about Lysol. See, he's been talking about driving his car and doing Uber. Hey, what's up, Star? This is Beacon. He's going to talk super lit in his car. He's Uber.
Prosper.
Live long and prosper.
Let you know, man. Out there. It's been 6 months. How much more time do you need? I don't need no more. You got a whole fleet. Hello, God.
Oh, you interrupt me.
That's right. I mean, our truck have to do it the right way, though.
See?
Windows first.
See?
Wipe down everything.
He's talking about wiping his car down with Lysol for Uber. You know what I mean?
I want to make sure my clean, wet.
Right. He's talking about wet back in his car. Hey, Mew Mew Coo, what's up?
I have to do it this way.
See, this is one of my buddies, but man, I can't take him anymore. All he talks about is the damn car and Lysol in the car. He's putting a divider in his car. He wears a mask. You know what I mean? He's a fear monger. I like him, but I ain't wore a mask yet. I ain't going to. Masks are for pussies. I guess you have to some places, but I ain't doing it. You know what I mean? Let's see if Mew. See, look, she comes right up. Boom. And look, I'm subscribed. Okay, I am subscribed. Okay. I don't know why it does that. Here we go. Let's see what you didn't interrupt me. It's going good.
Married Elizabeth. My apologies for being away for rather a long time due to some
You ever watch her?
issues.
She's a mystery story. Mew Mew Coo. It's MIU. She's in the chat. Can you see the chat?
Episode 4.
See the chat for some reason.
I got 2 devices usually going.
Last night, Alex and Heather.
She reads stories. It's pretty cool.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I see her. No, I don't know her.
Really? She's in the chat. She's good people. Let's see. Here's a BD Cave Dweller. You know him, eh? I think it's him. Half the time, I don't know if people are man or female. It doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? He does pretty crazy stuff too, right here.
Same here. I don't even.
Yes, he is. He does that. He's flipping mirroring it, you know?
Good.
I'm just going to watch people I'm subscribed to channels. You know what I mean? People always talk about music. I've never got any copyrights or. She said hello to you, Scarborough. Did you see that?
Really?
In the chat, yeah.
Wow. They've been partially blocking my videos for the past month, man.
Are you still going to Nez?
No.
I haven't been there in like a week. Yeah.
Been there in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Darby. What's her name? Derby? Derby still goes there. Didn't you say that?
No, she blocked me. She called me fake. She called me fake Scarborough the other day, a couple days ago.
Fake? Why?
I don't know, because I don't agree with the Flat Earth Society. Because I don't agree with the flat. I don't agree. I don't agree with the Flat Earth.
You don't think the Earth is flat?
Whatever. I don't know what the hell.
Flat Earth.
How do you know that it's a ball?
I don't. I mean, unless you can get up in a ship and look down, forget it.
Exactly, and we only the first person to get high enough said it was flat with a turned up edge. That was Picard. You know, the Earth can still be round and not be a ball. It can be a disc.
Right.
The curvature thing, though, is what. Yeah, I hope Ned feels better too. Because 8.5 inches squared every mile, then you shouldn't be able to see shit 200 miles away. It should be below the curve. How do you explain that? You think we went to the moon too?
No.
Okay. I don't want either.
So
That's the biggest deception in the
we
world.
could have gone back. No.
Exactly. I like how Richard Nixon talked to him on a landline. That's so dumb, you know what?
Right. What landline? That's a landline?
Yeah, he was on a rotary phone talking to him on the moon.
Yeah. Sure they did. That was
The
the
sun
first.
showed our rotation. The Earth is state. You know, why have if we're rotating? I just don't believe the Earth's rotating at 1,100 miles an hour, and then around the sun, it's you know what I mean. And our universe is supposed to be going through the solar system at millions of miles an hour. Yeah, the Earth is stationary. If you ask me, the four pillars of the Earth in the Bible. You know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't. The shape doesn't matter though. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna change nothing. If it's square, round, circle, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Right on.
You ever watch Eric Dubay? Huh?
Yes, I understand. I think whatever the Earth. I think the Earth is partially round and partially square.
The bunch of bombs.
Yeah.
The bunch of bombs.
What is that? Is it echoing?
Yeah, there's an echo.
Oh, damn it. I don't know why my headphones don't stay on. Hang on. I can change it.
Not anymore. It was before. There was like a triple echo. Okay, it's like a flashback. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. Hey, I'll be right back if it. Okay, give me a second, and we'll be right back. I got to get my headphones on. It's gonna. All I got to do is flip this.
Live long and prosper. Fine. Spock logic. We'll go with the Spock logic. Right on. Spock and logic. What else, Heather?
What?
What can we talk about? Let's see. Hockey. Who watches hockey? Didn't St. Louis win the cup last year or something?
No, Jesus, no.
No. Did St. Louis Blues win the Stanley Cup last year for the first time?
That's not the first time, I don't think. They've won it before, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was the first time. They've never won before, man.
The Blues?
Yeah, the Blues. No,
they got.
first time.
I don't think so. I think they had Brett Hull.
Look it up. They've never won the cup before. You know, yeah, they had him, but check it out. I should be wearing my shirt, Heather.
What?
The green shirt.
Who?
Me. My green shirt on the door.
Where?
Is it clean?
Oh. I have not.
Pardon me?
I have right.
I don't know. Nothing's wrong. It's okay. I was making something better. Get me my MMA shirt there, Heather.
I don't know what's up. My headphones aren't working.
Yeah.
No, it needs to be washed. Look,
Fucking yeah.
let's see.
I don't know what's up here, but my headphones aren't working. Let's just do this.
Here.
Here, hold on. Let me see. Here's no fire. You see that, Mark?
That's cool.
Right.
Sweet.
Right on.
Scarborough, you should drop your
Yeah, done.
link in the chat. Can you? That's sweet.
My link in the chat.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know what's up with my headphones. It says it's connected, but they're.
Okay. You want me to start what? All right. Hold on.
This is Star's video. Downtown Portland. No problem. Cool. Cool. Was that bath hunter in here? Yeah. Oh no, that crap. Get these two old geezers off there. That was horrible. I hated that shit. Well, let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. How about a little music for a minute? Huh? See how long I can get away with this. I hate ads. Scarborough ran off. Wow. That's pretty cold here tonight, too. Let's see what it turns up here. I hate this. Is how hard it is to find somebody's channel sometimes. It really makes sense. Yeah. You think it would pop right up. No, YouTube. What the suckers. I hate that. You guys ever watch Mud Fossil? That's pretty crazy. Ever watch Mud Fossil University? Roger, he's crazy, man. He got some.
Okay, my friends, you are in for a treat. This is Roger once again, and today I
Here we
am
go.
going
Here's
to
Woodward
talk
TV.
to
You
you
guys ever see
about
that?
this
Bam.
Egyptian mummy-looking head from New Jersey. Now, I need to get through to Renee Heaton. She contacted me.
Here we go. This ought to be good. What you need to know about ancient fallen artifacts, huh? Tennessee up in the mountain. Whoop. I think Scarborough's back. Yep. There he is.
All right. Thanks.
Hey, Woodward TV's on.
All right. Woodward
You ever watch
TV.
that? You ever
No,
watch it?
no.
Really? Oh, it's good.
You
What,
know,
from California?
there's some really scary things out there in the world. They're not really scary as
Okay.
they are mysterious, or when the nature of the thing is not
I need to
understood.
readjust my bandana.
Here,
Yeah, I put it on
there
the
are dozens and
on the
dozens
screen.
of
You're still up here.
excavations or archaeological
Danielson the
digs.
Great.
They are still finding artifacts, mummies, monuments,
I like shit like
sunken
this.
ships, temples, and they are still uncovering ancient cities.
No, I need to readjust it one
In
day.
between all that, they do and have
Do those.
uncovered things that
I like
they
Egypt, don't you?
Now, have you noticed that throughout ancient
Alright.
civilizations, tribes, communities,
No me
there's
lo.
often mention
No,
of
I'm
a
okay.
sacred or
You're still
magical
okay.
artifact, right? There is often an
I don't
item,
know where I'm at.
temple,
Yes, I
prison,
know.
housing yard. Usually, a small artifact, maybe a
Yeah,
sculpture,
man. Yeah.
stone, but it's never really just a sculptured gem or stone. It's almost always made from some unusual material.
How long is this?
And these artifacts are almost always said to generate energy of some
17
sort.
minutes.
Cool.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, which is one of my personal favorites
Okay,
among
go on.
the others. And this is not
You
uncommon
gonna watch
in
this?
these types of movies.
No, I never seen that before.
Reading this
Okay, well I'm just
stolen
gonna put
stone
it on the whole screen
that
so we can see it better.
apparently is a magical stone.
And
What
then
is
I'll bring it back
They,
whenever
as
it's.
the keepers of the stone,
This
it
is
is
a good TV,
sacred and
good
believed
show,
to
good
Right.
station,
give
good show.
balance to the energy in the village. But there were those who wanted to use it for nefarious reasons, with human sacrifices and all that. And this stone would glow a hot, bright
I
red,
wanted to be an archaeologist when I was
which
young.
indicated that, yeah, there was definitely something going on with this stone.
Yeah, okay.
So we have these stories in real life, right?
Really?
They are old stories, legends, myths, but aren't we the ones who put disclaimers on those stories? Aren't we the ones who say that these things are legends and myths? Is it really too hard to believe that a piece of ancient advanced technology could survive up until our day? I think it would be foolish to think it to be impossible. So let's say that there are artifacts out there like this that exist. Well, we can't understand those artifacts because we don't know about them. We can't study them. We don't have access to certain information. The best we can get is a story, maybe a press release, maybe something written for the scientific community. But we are most likely not going to get a photo or video. And they are most certainly taken and hidden, if and only if they can be removed. Listen, they find things that they have removed from certain locations, only to find out that they have to put those things back. Sometimes they can't move. Sometimes they activate things without knowing how they activated them. Some of the other strange secrets of the world.
Cool. Right.
Ripping them. Hey, holy Sasquatch, what's up? Holy moly.
So I recently came across a video by Brahma
Got bored.
Padarth entitled Krishna's Heart is an Ancient Arc Reactor. It's not a long video, about 11 minutes. The
Get
link
back.
is in the description box below. I want you to watch that video because I don't want to reword the video here. This is a great example of what
Okay.
I'm going to discuss, and after viewing the video, you'll have some background information.
Okay.
How many of you have ever heard of the Shiva Linga or Linga? It is the Shiva version of Krishna's heart.
It's going good.
And what is interesting is there is a story about these two
Dread
deities
winter. I hate winter.
fighting. Probably two of the most
worship deities in Hinduism went to war with each other, both with heavy arsenals, weapons. That's what a lot of these gods are known to have, weapons, or objects of great power. Sometimes the object is replaced for another depending on what the story is, right? So when learning that Krishna's heart may just be an ancient arc reactor or portable reactor of some sort, here we have another object, the Shiva Linga, which some believe could have also been some type of nuclear reactor.
India
You
had
have the stone
crazy
in the
shit going
center
on back in the day.
representing the reactor and the cooling system represented by the yoni. And of course, people want it to be either for good health and fertility, always fertility. These objects always get turned into good luck charms, right? Nowadays, you can have one in your home for good luck.
Okay.
Now, would it be funny if this is actually a model of a nuclear reactor?
Who's that?
Come on,
Truth
that's
is stranger than fiction. That
World War
would definitely
TV
be
here,
strange
right?
and funny.
Yeah. All right, hold
Now,
on,
it
Heather.
is
I
treated
know
as a
it is
device of
great.
worship.
It's
It's
too
treated.
heavy. I,
It does
my
have a
hair's supposed to be
very
waving.
ramp look
It's,
to it, doesn't it?
it's
I'm
being
sure
it's,
the two are
it's
connected
flattened
somehow.
down.
No,
It is?
it's no different.
Yeah.
That's right. You don't
You
know
can hit mute on your thing there,
idols, that right?
Scarborough.
I mean, we've all
I
seen
can hear
people with Buddha statues, people with crosses. They have crosses in their homes, right? Idols are nothing new. It's when you have an idol of worship that is actually a piece of ancient technology. It's kind of like the time traveler that goes into the past and leaves behind a piece of strange advanced technology. And then the local tribes people start worshiping it. So what we end up with is an important part of human history rewritten as a religious monument and novelty item. People don't really know what this is, by the way. And see, we have this problem, which I try to point out again and again.
Short attention
And
span.
that is, we think for some reason people that lived thousands of years ago.
I got bored. Let's do this. I can see. Ah, you were. This didn't pop up. Hey, look at there. He made it. I can't believe it. Never know. Yeah. Only 2 weeks ago. How about videos? Has it been that long already? Oh, come on. Let's watch your last video. There we go. Oli, if you're still here.
It's about 7:20
Right on.
on Saturday evening, September 12th. September
Yeah, but
smoky,
you don't get me,
smoky
I'm
ass
gone.
day in the mountains. 12. Holy moly, it's been smoky the whole time.
I'm a
I don't know if
stream
you can
hopper
even
too.
tell. Here, I'll show you this real quick, and then I'll tell you my little story.
Love it.
Yay, there's the Sisters River, or part of it. The main part's right out there.
We're in a drought bad here.
This is just a little side cap. But anyways, look at that. Yeah, that's not clouds. It's just a layer of smoke. It's actually gotten better. You couldn't see that earlier, that ridge back there. You couldn't see that earlier today. But so what I wanted to do, kind of give you guys a little
Voodoo doll. Peacock.
perspective, maybe a little story.
Let's hear it, Oli.
So this is about the day that thing chucked a. This is about the day Sasquatch chucked a rock at me to distract me from whatever was in the bushes.
I heard that.
And I was at this spot. I've had a lot of shit happen to me at this spot. I've spent quite a bit of time here as well. I always talk about my other spot, but before this here got super popular, I used to come up here a lot. I still do actually, but
I can't go to my main spot
more
anymore.
in the
My
winter.
buddy got murdered.
So
They own
without
the
further
land.
ado, to kind of
Sucks.
give you a lay of the land for that story, my buddy and I were camped right here in the same spot. His tent is where mine is now. Mine is over there underneath that other cedar. And I got up that morning. My buddy was sleeping, and I basically took my cup of coffee, which you can see right there. There's all jet black. I was just drinking my evening cup of coffee. And I just came walking out this way. Now, as I was telling you guys a story,
Look how big the rock was.
there was some girls that were camped here that came in like the night before. They were camped over here in this main area right over here. And I was just walking, being quiet, looking over there at their camp, and everything was all wadded up and wet because it had rained the night before. Their tarp was between these two trees, and they had stuff. So we see where this line of leaves is. The people who were camped here last night cleared all that shit out. I mean, they were here for a while. But anyways, that's the same place where the girls were camped. But their whole camp was just in disarray that morning. As I'm walking by, I'm just thinking, oh my God, everything's just like soaking wet. And it looked like something out of like a B-rated horror movie or something. I'm just thinking, that just didn't look good. But regardless, I was walking up to just watch the come up on the bridge up here. And as I'm walking, minding my own business, I got up to this area right here. You know, at the time I didn't think nothing of it, and in retrospect, obviously, you get to go over some things. But the whole B movie thing, and the girls' tarp being all down, and their blankets all soaking wet, their car was gone. It looked like they just boned out, and it was just so quiet that morning. But at the time, I didn't really notice it.
You guys ever seen this
So I got to about
sleep
here.
experiment? Russian sleep experiment?
I heard something in the bushes right over there.
Only if you're here, speak up.
This is a little later in the year, so there's less foliage. And yeah, I could definitely see the light coming through there as the sun's starting to come up. Anyway, so I heard something in the bushes right there, and that's probably 45 yards right there. So I heard something, and
Holy Sasquatch, if you want to see the rest of it.
Took a sip of coffee. Nothing.
Mess of that.
I'm like, right on. So I walked this way a little bit further.
This. Russian.
See, I'm just going up the road.
Look at that. Russian sleep experiment. If you haven't seen this, it's blow your mind. I don't know if it's the right one. This might be the one. This is crazy shit.
Any way you describe it, the new Pasta Americana menu is delicious. Try it today, only at Ruby Tuesday.
Wait, if you haven't seen this, it's a mind blow. Come on, get out there. I hate ads. If you haven't seen this, you're about to be tripped out. I read creepypastas. Nice name, huh?
In the late 1940s, a group of Russian researchers discovered an experimental gas-based stimulant which could eradicate the need for sleep in humans. 5 test subjects were chosen to test the gas, all deemed enemies of the state. They were kept in a sealed environment to carefully monitor their oxygen intake, as the gas was toxic in high concentrations. This was before closed-circuit cameras, so their only means of monitoring the subjects were microphones and a few thick glass portholes into the chamber. The chamber was stocked with books, cots to sleep on, running water, a toilet, and enough dried food to last all 5 for over a month. Everything was 5 for the first 5 days. The subjects hardly complained, having been promised, falsely, that they would be freed if they did not sleep for 30 days.
30
The
days.
conversations and activities were monitored closely, and it was noted that they continued to talk about increasingly traumatic incidents in their past life, and the general tone of their conversations took on a darker aspect after the 4-day mark. After 5 days, they started to complain about the circumstances and events that led them to where they were, and started to demonstrate signs of paranoia. They stopped talking to one another, and began alternately whispering to the microphones and portholes. Oddly, they seemed to think they could win the trust of their researchers by turning over their fellow comrades. At first, the researchers suspected that this was an effect of the gas itself. After 9 days, the first of them started screaming. He ran the length of the chamber, repeatedly yelling at the top of his lungs for 3 hours straight. After he tore his vocal cords, he still continued attempting to scream, but was only able to produce occasional squeaks. The most surprising thing about this behavior is how the other captives reacted to it, or didn't react to it. He continued whispering into the microphones until the second of the captives started to scream. The 3 non-screaming captives took books apart, smearing page after page with their own feces and pasted them over the glass portholes. The screaming promptly stopped, and so did the whispering in the microphones. After 3 more days passed, the researchers checked the microphones hourly to make sure they weren't working, as they thought it impossible that no sound could be coming from the chamber. The oxygen consumption in the chamber indicated that all 5 must still be alive. In fact, it was the amount of oxygen 5 people would consume at a very heavy level of strenuous exercise. On the morning of the 14th day, the researchers did something they said they would not do. They used the intercom inside the chamber, hoping to provoke a response from the captives. They announced, "We are opening the chamber to test the microphones. Step away from the door and lie flat on the floor, or you will be shot. Compliance will earn one of you your immediate freedom." To their surprise, they heard one single phrase in a calm voice respond, "We no longer wish to be freed." Debate broke out among the researchers and the government officials funding the experiment. Unable to provoke any other response using the intercom, it was finally decided to open the chamber at midnight on the 15th day. That night, the chamber was flushed of the gas and filled with fresh air. Immediately, voices from the microphones began to object. 3 different subjects began begging, as if pleading for the life of loved ones, to turn the gas back on. The chamber was opened and soldiers sent in to retrieve the test subjects. They began to scream louder than ever, and so did the soldiers when they saw what was inside the chamber. 4 of the 5 subjects were still alive, although no one can rightly call the state that any of them were in living. The food rations for the past 5 days had not been so much as touched. There were chunks of rotting flesh from the dead subject's thighs and chest stuffed into the drain in the center of the chamber, which allowed 4 inches of red liquid to accumulate on the floor. Precisely how much of the liquid that was actually blood was never determined. All 4 surviving test subjects also had large portions of muscle and skin torn away from their bodies. The exposed bone on their fingertips indicated that the wounds were inflicted by hand, not with teeth as the researchers initially thought. Closer examination of the position and angles of the wounds indicated that all of them were self-inflicted. The organs below the rib cages of all 4 test subjects had been removed, while the heart, lungs, and diaphragm remained in place. The skin and muscles attached to the ribs had been ripped off, exposing the lungs through the rib cage. All the removed blood vessels and organs remained intact. They had just been taken out and laid on the floor, fanning out around the bodies of the subjects. The digestive tract of all 4 could be seen working, digesting what was apparently their own flesh, which they had been eating for many days. Most of the soldiers were Russian operatives, but still, many refused to return to that chamber in order to remove the test subjects. The subjects continued to scream to be left alone in the chamber and alternately begged and demanded that the gas be turned back on, lest they fall asleep. To everyone's surprise, the test subjects put up a fierce fight in the process of being removed from the chamber. One of the Russian soldiers died from having his throat ripped out. Another, gravely injured by having his testicles ripped off, an artery in his leg severed by one of the subject's teeth. 5 more soldiers lost their lives, if you count ones that committed suicide. In the struggle, one of the 4 living subjects had his spleen ruptured and was bleeding out quickly. The medical staff attempted to sedate him, but this proved impossible. He was injected with more than 10 times the normal human dose of morphine and still fought like a cornered animal, breaking the arm of one doctor. His heart continued beating for a full 2 minutes after he ran out of blood. Even after his heart stopped, he continued to scream and flail for another 3 minutes, struggling to attack anyone in reach and just repeating the word, more, over and over, weaker and weaker, until he finally fell silent. The surviving 3 test subjects were heavily restrained and moved to the medical facility, the 2 with intact vocal cords continuously begging for the gas, demanding to be kept awake. The most injured of the 3 was taken to the only surgical operating room that the facility had. In the process of preparing the subject to have his organs placed back in his body, it was found that he was effectively immune to the sedative they had given him. He fought furiously against his restraints when the anesthetic gas was brought out to put him to sleep. He managed to tear most of the way through a 4-inch wide leather strap on a wrist. It took little more anesthetic than normal to put him under, and the instant his eyelids fluttered and closed, his heart stopped. In the autopsy of the test subject, it was found that his blood had triple the normal level of oxygen found in a human body. The muscles that were still attached to his skeleton were badly torn, and he had broken 9 bones in a struggle to not be subdued. The second survivor had been the first of the group to start screaming. His vocal cords destroyed, he was unable to beg or object to surgery, and he only reacted by shaking his head very violently in disapproval when the anesthetic gas was brought out. He shook his head yes when a nurse suggested that they try the surgery without anesthetic. He did not react for the entire 6-hour procedure of replacing his abdominal organs and attempting to cover them with what little remained of his skin. The surgeon stated repeatedly that it should be medically impossible for the subject to still be alive. One terrified nurse stated that she had seen the patient's mouth curl into a smile several times whenever his eyes met hers. When the surgery ended, the subject looked at the surgeon and began to wheeze loudly, attempting to talk. Assuming this must be something of importance, the surgeon had a pen and pad fetched so he could write out his message. It was simple. Keep cutting. The other 2 test subjects were given the same surgery, both without anesthetic. The surgeon found it almost impossible to perform the operation while the patients laughed continuously. Once paralyzed, the subjects could only follow the attending researchers with their eyes. The paralytic cleared their system in an abnormally short period of time, and they were soon trying to escape their bonds. The moment they could speak, they were asking for the gas. The researchers tried asking why. Why had they injured themselves? Why had they ripped out their own organs? Why did they want the gas? Only one response was given. I must remain awake. All 3 subjects' restraints were reinforced, and they were placed back into the chamber awaiting determination as to what should be done with them. The researchers, facing the wrath of their military benefactors for having failed the stated goals of their project, considered euthanizing the surviving subjects. The commanding officer, an ex-KGB, instead saw potential and wanted to see what would happen if they were put back on the gas. The researchers strongly objected, but were overruled. In preparation for being sealed in the chamber again, the subjects were connected to an EEG monitor and had their restraints padded for a long-term confinement. To everyone's surprise, all 3 stopped struggling the moment they were back on the gas. It was obvious that, at this point, all 3 were putting up a great struggle to stay awake. One of the subjects that could speak was humming loudly and continuously. The mute was straining his legs against the leather bonds with all his might, first left, then right, then left again, just to have something to focus on. The remaining subject was holding his head off his pillow and blinking rapidly. Having been the first to be wired for EEG, most of the researchers were monitoring his brainwaves in surprise. They were normal, but most of the time, he just flatlined. It looked as if he was repeatedly suffering brain death before returning to normal again. As they focused on the paper scrolling out of the brainwave monitor, only one nurse saw his eyes slip shut at the same moment his head hit the pillow. His brainwaves immediately changed to that of deep sleep, then flatlined for the last time as his heart simultaneously stopped. The only remaining subject that could speak started screaming to be sealed in now. His brainwaves showed the same flat lines as the other one who had just died. The commander gave the order to seal the chamber with both subjects inside, as well as 3 other researchers. One of the 3 immediately drew his gun and shot the commander point blank right between the eyes, then turned the gun to the mute subject and blew his brains out. He pointed the gun at the remaining subject, still restrained to a bed, as the members of the medical and research team fled the room. "I won't be locked in here with these things. Not with you," he screamed, at what could no longer be called a man strapped to the table. "What are you?" he demanded. I must know. What are you?" The subject smiled. "Have you forgotten so easily?" the subject asked. "We are you. We are the madness that lurks within you all, begging to be freed at every moment in your deepest animal mind. We are what you hide from your beds every night. We are what you sedate into silence when you go to the nocturnal heaven where we cannot tread." The researcher paused, then aimed at the subject's exposed heart and fired. The EEG flatlined as the subject weakly choked out. "So nearly free."
Is that a trip or what? Look at that ugly sumbitch. Look at that. Ah! Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? First time I heard that about shit. Let's go here. Imagine what the Germans
Cool.
did.
Sure is.
That's a trip in here. Let me fix it. Damn. Had you ever seen that before? Huh?
No, I don't think so. I think once before.
Pretty wild, huh?
Something like
Blows you. I mean, shows you
that. I
how
don't
tough
know.
the human body can be. Good thing they didn't keep giving them gas.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if Wix channel popped up. Boom.
You see that? Can you see that?
Here we go. Here's what it. The clouds. Yep.
The clouds. No,
There's so much.
coming through.
There's so much strange stuff coming in the clouds now. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll send it to you after.
Well, it looks like Wick went live earlier. I didn't know that.
Oh, it is. Lots of crazy stuff, man.
Here's, this is Wick. He's in that chat. Good dude.
For all of you out there who think of me
Newman Outdoors.
and pray for me,
Brother.
know that I do the same without ceasing for each of you. May Yahuwah always bless you.
Right on.
Keep up the good works.
Oh, of course, Sam. Just for a little bit.
Blessings.
Getting tired. You know.
Good message. That's Carbo. I guess I could play one of yours.
Right on.
Any certain one you want me to play?
What's that?
You want me to play any certain video?
Go ahead.
Okay, this is your last one a day ago. Here we go.
The Howler.
Yep. Newman. Newman.
I filmed this out back.
Huh?
All that footage is I filmed this out back, right?
Right behind your house?
Yeah, all of this. Everything you see in here. Yes.
Night. Mew.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the clouds going on. I got tons of stuff every day, especially at sunset. You know what I mean? When they're covering everything up.
Yes, yes. I got some. Where's your video? I got something from your video that's pretty good.
I drew this while we were watching that video. I don't know if I'll wait for it. Whoop! Melody 6. Right on.
Yeah, whoop, whoop.
How many videos do you got now?
Me?
Yeah.
About 85, I think.
Damn. I'm way off. I almost got 2,000. That's crazy, isn't it?
2,000. Holy shit.
Yeah. 2,000.
Oh. That's wild, man.
I know. Here's that. Here, let's see what Madame Mystic is doing. She's always got something up. She's live.
This is really something. They just kicked my video to the curb. All you guys just left like that. That's interesting. My video got reversed. I've unplugged my microphone 3 times.
Oh,
now
no.
nobody's watching. That's interesting. My video got reversed. So I'm trying to see. I'm watching myself. I got one person, and all you guys are watching me. You can't hit that like button. That's so frustrating. Because I'm trying to get the movement going. I'm trying to show you guys my truth. I'm trying to do multiple things, and I can't even get you guys to leave a thumbs up. So
Look at the chat.
get this shit out and get the movement.
See if she notices.
Because I have the outfit that she works against. And my audio is all messed up. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I've unplugged it 3 times now.
Hold on. Okay.
So I got some trolls watching me, some ones that don't want to say anything. Okay. So I guess you can hear me. Well, I guess you didn't hear anything before I said it. If you didn't hear me, maybe
From
I
your...
should repeat myself. See?
Oh, yeah, but
I can't see that.
That's yours. From your live stream.
When I put on my app.
What is it for the live stream?
No, from your...
Is it behind? No, I see it.
Oh, you're showing me live? What's up? Some Sasquatch. Don't
send it to me in Messenger.
Make me all shy now. That's so sweet of you. So this is the thing. If you go back in my videos, I'll tell you who the shills are. Okay? Because they are working against us. And they don't like it. And like I said, I've had multiple people come and attack a video of mine the other day that I made earlier in the day on a live stream of mine. And that video was removed from YouTube like it never existed.
Yeah, they do that.
What was I talking about? Things that we should be talking about, and our president didn't talk about it at all tonight. You would wonder, why aren't these people talking about the subjects that all these people are on Twitter and all these other platforms like our truther channels, our channels for reality, because we're not conspiracy theorists, folks. This is not conspiracy. At this point, facts are facts, right? Facts are facts. So, you want to come up here, Sasquatch, and join my stream so we can talk if you're streaming my stream? That's pretty awesome. I've never had anybody do that. So, yeah, what I'm saying is that our president bring up human trafficking. my video got taken down for child trafficking. I was showing videos of child trafficking around the other side of the world.
Shirley, what's up?
Now, I pulled this video from
Bebop.
another truther channel, and that video is still up on their channel. But however, it's been erased off my channel, and it acts like it never existed. They didn't take me for a copyright or nothing. The hackers came in, and they got me because people brought that up.
Wow. They're not going to talk about human trafficking.
YouTube just rejected my comment. I shared my link, and they will not let me share my link right now.
Wow.
I cannot invite you guys up on my chat because they're blocking it.
I believe it.
How lovely.
Cognitive.
Oh, they just love me so much, don't they? This is interesting. If I could show you, let me share my screen right now. You can see this. These little sneaky bastards. Can I share my screen? Let's see. Can I share my screen?
Will it let you?
Right? Can I do this? No, that's not it. Let me see how I can share this.
Shirley?
You need to see this, not me. Get rid of that.
Fox!
This screen that I'm looking at
What's
is not
up?
letting me post my links.
I'm just showing
here. Let me try it again.
people I watch.
Oh my gosh, it's saying YouTube rejected your comment. This is fairly common when sharing a link. You may need to share a link in another way. Interesting, folks. Let me go share it on my YouTube side. So that is on StreamYards right now. Interesting. Well, thank you for sharing my truth tonight, Sasquatch, and everybody that's watching me. I appreciate it. I share a lot of my truth, and it is highly censored. And here's my link to my channel on there. I got it through the other way. StreamYard's messing with me, I guess. They are preventing me from sharing my links so anybody come up here, so I had to do it through YouTube on another tab. So this is the way that they're censoring you. And what you can do is, I've noticed, because I've had it really heavy this week, and you're going to close out your streams when you don't have viewers, because the bots have connected with you. And you're not going to get it hardly any here, one, here, there. But the bots, because of what you're showing or in the title or what you're saying,
I've never had no trouble myself.
Because that's words. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Words are magic. That's how it's used. Words are search engine optimization. Keywords.
I just said that.
Keywords is what AI is words. And these keywords is what are collected. When they're collected as a whole, whatever little category.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
Let's see who's on here. Bebop, bebop. Yeah, Epstein. That's why they got the mask on everybody. They're hiding all the pedophiles. Okay, how about Bamboo Soldier? What happened today in history? Here we go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Bless up.
Bamboo's good.
This day in history. September 30th. 1927. After making his debut back in 1907, he carved out his career becoming one of the best pitchers of all time. The Big Train, Walter Johnson of the Washington Senators, makes his last appearance in the major leagues. He would be inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1936. 1927, at Yankee Stadium, the Sultan of Swat, Babe Ruth, who was a part of one of the most dominant baseball teams in history, known as Murderers Row, hits his 60th home run of the season, breaking his own record of 59 set in 1921, and setting the new mark that would not be broken until 1961. 1934, again Babe Ruth. Father Time catching up to him, as it does to everyone. Babe Ruth, likely the greatest Yankee of all time, plays his last game as a Yankee, as his Yankees lose to the Senators in Washington, 5-3.
They had Babe Ruth live on the radio on his deathbed when he died.
In an age of experimental television, the first televised college football game takes place at Triborough Stadium at Randall's Island in New York City between Fordham University and Waynesburg College, as Fordham won the game 34-7. 1955, a young actor on his way to superstardom, James Dean, dies in a car crash in Colam, California, as his Porsche he was driving hits another car. His passengers survived. Dean was just 24. 1960, created by Hanna-Barbera, Aimed at adult audiences, it since has remained one of the greatest cartoons of all time. The Flintstones, who airs on ABC, becoming the first cartoon to air on primetime TV. The show would run for 6 seasons. 1962, born in Yuma, Arizona. Then he moved to California in 1939. Mexican-American labor organizer and union leader Cesar Chavez forms the National Farm Workers Association. The first convention would be held in Fresno, California. 1968, becoming a major advancement in aviation evolution, more than twice the size of the 707. In Everett, Washington, Boeing introduces the Boeing 747 jumbo jet. The first flight was in February 1969. 1972, a native of Puerto Rico, Roberto Clemente of the Pittsburgh Pirates, gets his 3,000th hit. Clemente became the first Latin American to reach 3,000 and 11th overall. Sadly, on December 31st, 1972, Clemente would die in a plane crash on a humanitarian mission to Nicaragua. In 1991, The Jerry Springer Show first airs on CW. The show would run for 27 seasons with some 4,000 episodes, and once was called the worst show on TV. And this has been This Day in History. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of the week. Be safe out there. And bless up.